Hi everybody, it's Gene, and I'm going to do my Paul McCartney albums today. And that's not a Paul McCartney album, but just wanted to show you a few things that my friends Scott and Keisha gave me for Christmas. I met Scott at a place I used to work at and got to know him and his wife, and he's a real cool guy. And he's not a huge Beatles fan, but he likes them a lot, and whenever he has a question about them, he'll ask me and I'll try to give him the answer to it. But the interesting thing about Scott is his birthday. He was born February 9th, 1964, which was, of course, when the Beatles were on Ed Sullivan for the first time. So he was born that day, and so he'll be 49 in February. But Scott and his wife Keisha, they gave me 3 really nice things. With this USA Today newspaper. It's got the 50th anniversary issue. It's really cool. I think he got this in the summer. I haven't really read any of it yet, but I've looked through it. Really cool. The only thing bad about it, got these morons on the back. One Direction. It's like, anyway. But other than that, pretty cool. Just one flaw. And they gave me this Beatles calendar for 2013. And there's really nice. Love that picture. And last but not least, they gave me this really nice picture. Oops. Nice frame picture here. So that's what I got from Scott and Keisha, and I really appreciate it. So let's begin. Paul McCartney albums. I'm listening to one of my homemade tapes in the background. One of my homemade cassette tapes. But I first wanted to say I'm really blown away that my Beatles LPs video got so many views. I really appreciate that. I think it's over 200, so it was almost my most viewed video. So I really appreciate that. And I wanted to tell you that I appreciate all the comments, and I read every one of them. I'm like, a lot of times I respond, sometimes I don't. So if you leave me a comment, be assured I do read them, and I appreciate them very much. I just sometimes don't have time to reply to each and every one, but I do read every one, and I appreciate them. So just want to let you know that. So keep leaving them. And alright, here we go. Of course, McCartney. And have it on the Apple label. But I was never able to find one with the Apple down here. So I got the capital thing down here. But I do have it on Apple. And next we have one of my favorite Paul McCartney albums, Ram. Let me adjust this here. There we go, that's a little better. And that's on Apple. And here's the back. Always thought this picture was funny. Kind of some humor there. And then I have Wildlife. Not really a big fan of this album. There's a couple of good songs, but... And then this was the sticker that was on the... when it was sealed, when I bought it. I like this label. I don't know if this label, maybe he was doing like John and Yoko, where he put his on one side and Linda on the other. I never knew if that was the case. Or that label where John and Yoko kind of merge into one person on the label. So I don't know if Paul did that because of John or not. But then George did it later on with Dark Horse when he was on one side and Olivia was on the other. but. And Red Rose Speedway. There's the custom label. And there's the back. I forgot what this braille says down there. I read somewhere they put that down there for Stevie Wonder. I'm not sure what it says. Pretty cool. Oh, and this album I bought, of course, I was a teenager. If I keep hitting that, I don't know what I'm going to do. But it's got the little book. And then I bought this, and it's like I'm a teenager, and it's like, okay, oh, there's some nudity. Whoops. That was pretty wild, you know. So, anyway. Enough of that. It was kind of a surprise when I bought that album. And then the wonderful Band on the Run. Love that album. It took me a while to find the Apple down here, but I did. And of course there's the label. There's a poster in here too, I think, if I remember right. This is going to take me about 3 hours to put these back together too. Yeah, there's a poster. It's like the White Album poster. I put tacks in it and put it up on the wall and everything, but that's the poster that come with it. Trying to keep all these together. And probably one of my other favorite albums, Venus and Mars. Ram, Venus and Mars, and Tug of War are probably my 3 favorites. There's the back cover, and then pretty cool. The label's not all that exciting. This had posters too, and some stickers and some other stuff. I got extra copies of those. I don't know how I got them. Let's see what's in here. Yeah. I always liked the sticker and this planet thing. And I got 2 posters. Or there was 2 posters that came with it. I'm not going to open these all the way up, but yeah, that was what was cool about albums. You know, they'd always put extra stuff in there, you know, posters and stuff. And so, yeah. I don't know how I got 2 of these, but these aren't. These are like brand new, and the sticker. And this is this poster. I think it's this poster is one that I taped up and had tape on it and tacks in it. And so I must have had another copy of this at one time. I don't know. I don't remember. But definitely an excellent album. One of my favorites. And Wings at the Speed of Sound. And there's the other part there. And label, and there's Wings Over America, and the sticker come with it. If I keep hitting that daggone thing. There's that. And all of them have different labels. I'm not going to open every one of these. They all got different labels. And London Town. The first album I bought by Paul, that came out. That's not the first album I bought, but the first one I bought when it first came out. Bought it when it first was released in 1978. And there's the labels. And then I have the Band on the Run picture disc. Back. Sgt. Pepper and Abbey Road, and this one came out at around the same time. Then Wings' Greatest. And not all of these are really Wings songs. So, but this is the last album he did at the time for Capitol. So I always like that label. That's pretty cool. And I think there's a poster in this one. Yes, there is. I really like that picture. It's huge. But I tacked it up on the wall too, so it's not in very good condition. Trying to do this as fast as I can. Here's a Goodnight Tonight 12-inch disco single. That's a really good version. I like that one. It's 7 minutes and something, but I like this better than the other version. So, like I said before, Daytime, Nighttime Suffering. That's an excellent song. And Back to the Egg. A really good album. Didn't get as, I don't think it's as appreciated as it should be. And there's the label. The back side of that. So, this, because they didn't have the name on the cover, they put this Back to the Egg sticker on the cover. Then I have McCartney 2. And of course this came with the extra Coming Up live version. And this is a one-sided record again. Play other side. So this was not on the album, but it became popular, so they threw in a free 45 with the album. So, include 7-inch single of Coming Up live version. Isn't that nice of them? And just plain old Columbia. That's the same label that was used on most of the Billy Joel albums. Nothing special.